Churchill said he is not legally married to Roslyn. Drama. He said he only did small thing on her head. In his words, that they only did introduction, so it's not marriage. But we have a lot of reasons to think that Church Hill is not telling us the whole truth. Recall that last week, that's April 20th, this month, Roslyn came to issue divorce. Like she issued online, she came online to say that she was going to divorce Churchill. And then in response, Churchill came out to say that he's not legally married to her and there's no basis for divorce. Now, before I bring what Churchill said verbatim, before I quote him verbatim, remember this was the same thing he did to Tonto Dike when their marriage failed in 2017. He came out to say that it was nothing serious, just four persons in attendance. There was no, and then Tonto Dike did a whole video stating that they had over 250 guests in that marriage, that she sponsored the whole marriage because Churchill was not around as at the time and she was already pregnant. So he told her to pay for things that when he returns, he was going to refund her. How was she going to know that it was all a scam? So Churchill is repeating the same thing again. Let me read it to you. I will also attach it here so we can read along. He said, forced divorce claims and public misinformation. Let me address it. Let me address this directly. The report circulating online about a supposed divorce between myself and Roslyn Mayor, let's pause. Look at what he said. He even called her name without attaching his name to hers. Like, this is to say that they've never been married. But we have some places where Churchill himself has referred to Roslyn as a Mrs. Churchill. Now he's calling her Roslyn Mayer. Abi Mira. I don't know how you people call that name. Is it Mira or Mira or Mira? I don't know how you call it. So let's move on. He said, supposed divorce between myself and Roslyn are completely false. There is no truth to them, and they should be treated as such. There was no legally recognized marriage. There was no church wedding and no court wedding. What took place was an introduction. Like, they did small thing on our head. That is introduction. Like, they use small five kola, small granite, small tubers of yam, maybe one tuber, just introduction according to Churchill. Therefore, the idea of a divorce is baseless from the outset. He is coming to tell us that he's not married to Roslyn, that it was just a small thing, it was just introduction. Recall that the same Churchill posted where they celebrated their 8th anniversary. So what anniversary was he celebrating? Was it traditional marriage anniversary? Like, was it traditional? So Churchill now made Roslyn queen of introduction. What anniversary were they celebrating? Because they celebrated their 1st anniversary, they celebrated their 8th anniversary. They wore matching outfits and did photo shoots, posted it online. He did not stop there in his write-up. Let me read the second shocking one. He now told Rosalind, entering a relationship with a man who already has a child and existing issues with the child's mother requires understanding. That such matters are between the two parties involved. If Tonto offended anyone, it should be me alone. And if I offended anyone, it should be Tonto. However, we have chosen to forgive each other. I believe she has changed and is now in a better place. This is like telling Rosie, why didn't you mind your business? Remember when Rosie came out to, say, I can take a bullet for him, I can do this for him. He's a good man. He has loved me. He has been kind to me. Roslyn was all over the place, granting interviews, all over the place, trying to pepper Tumto, all over the place, trying to be the good wife. Not knowing that this kind of man does not belong to any woman. This is a kind of man that once he's done with you, he will just forget all of the good moments you had together. For the fact that this woman once made you happy, for the fact that this woman stood by you when every other person was calling you names, they called you 2 minutes man, and this woman stood by you to correct that impression. Like, she presented you to the world as a king, and today you have forgotten all of that. Today you have forgotten that woman that stood by you, that woman that was granting interview. She was even pounding. She learned how to pound yam because of you. And she was giving you steady pounded yam just to keep you. You cannot keep a man like this. Okay, let's see the next one he said. Because, when maybe they confronted him about, oh, why this woman that has stood by you all the years, this woman that has fought for you, this woman that has, and he said in the same post on his Instagram page, not story. Like, if he had posted these things on his story, they would disappear after 24 hours and then be forgotten. This one, he posted it on his Instagram page. So he doesn't want it to disappear. He wants it to be there. He wants everybody to see it. He said, I do not believe with the narrative that Rosy stood by me in any form that should now be exaggerated. While I acknowledge that she faced public criticism, it is important to state that if she had not been there, someone else would have occupied that position in my life. Can you imagine? This is the Oga Patapata of them all. Like, what he was trying to say here is that Rosie meant nothing. Like, you do not have any special place. You shouldn't feel any special thing. If it wasn't you, it would have been anybody else. There's what's so special about you. If you were not here, someone else would have been here. So you didn't do much. That's what he's saying. Let's continue. He said, issues within my relationship should have been left for me to address, including defending her publicly when necessary. So, in other words, Rosalind should have minded her business. And I think it is true. You know, some women, I don't know how they reason. Okay, according to Rosalind now, she claimed that she didn't know Tomto before then, that while Tomto was married to Churchill, she never met her, they were never friends, they were never and you came and you inherited as your enemy. If truly you didn't know this woman from anywhere while she was married to Churchill, you had no business with her, you didn't know her, all you know is that this my current husband has an ex-wife and a child. Mind you, Churchill had another wife before, that's Bimbo. That one and Tonto are in good relationship. They are not fighting each other. Now you came as the queen of introduction and started fighting battles you do not even know. Now the person you fought for is telling you that who sent you. Did I beg you? You should have left me to handle this issue by myself. But no, when this kind of, all this mentality of pick me women, a woman that will feel that she's nothing without her husband, like that movie, Acrimony, Mrs. She was all over the place. Now they said she's an actress. Nobody knows Rosalind or Roslyn or Rosie with any movie. All they know about her is Churchill's wife, Tonto ex-husband's wife or Tonto's rival. And she has carried that name and ego for more than 10 years. Like, she has been happy like that. Your movie that you said you're an actress, we are not seeing it. Okay, let's continue with what Churchill said about Rosalind. Recall that the same Churchill now that is saying she did not fight for me in any way, that should be exaggerated. If she was not there, another person would have been there. In 2021, during Rosy's birthday, Churchill wrote, and I quote, because it was on his official Instagram handle, "A special sunrise on this precious day, a great woman was born. During my hard time when depression would have taken the better part of me, you were my bedrock. When it was like the whole world was against me, you stood by me, even took some missiles because of me."
I love
Can you take
Churchill
a bullet for
because
him?
yes, so I can take a bullet for him because um at least he's proven to me, he's been by my side all this while. He's never said to me, he's never abandoned me in any way. He has always come true for me. So why can't I take a bullet for him?
When I thought I had lost it all, you encouraged me to hope on God that he will give me back all I have lost. Happy birthday, Mrs. Churchill. Here in 2021, he called her Mrs. Churchill. Today, he's calling her Rosy Mirror, because according to him, there was no marriage. So, on what basis was he calling her Mrs. Churchill? Age with grace. I have got your back. 247 by the grace. This is the funniest of them all. Rosy, go dey trust man. You go dey trust Adam. He said, I have got your back 247. The same person that has said, I've got your back 247, came to publicly humiliate you. Publicly humiliate and disrespect everything that you both had together. There was a time you made this man happy. There was a time you fought for him. You came online. You, like he said here, you took measures for him. All of these things now he has thrown into trash. Does it mean that he has forgotten? Like, is it that men have a short memory? They easily forget help. They easily forget what somebody did for them in the past. All of this while, this man was using you to heal, and you did not see it. Women, wise up. This man claimed he loved you, and maybe when he does something you don't like, if Rosy attempts to write something online, attempts to come online to say anything, he will take her on a vacation, and they will do photo shoots just to paint the perfect couple scenario, PDA, public display of affection, so that Tom will know that they are still good together, they are still rocking, there's nothing going on. As soon as he reconciled with Tonto, he laid her off. Meaning that this man has never had anything serious with you. In his mind, you are just a passerby. You are just something he was using to pass time. And very soon, another woman will come. That is if there is no woman yet. That woman now will want to think that she's special, because he will still promise her things like he told Rose in 2021 that I got your back 247. So this one that will come now, he will also promise her this, that, you are special. I have never seen you. If I had met you before, I wish I met you before I met Bimbo, Somto, Rosie. I wouldn't have. And that one will be thinking she's special. This kind of man, the kind of Churchill, what you do with them is strictly what you came to do. When you marry this kind of man, don't come and do public display of affection. Don't inherit enemies on his behalf. Don't do too much. Just be his wife. Mind your business. So that any day the ship rocks, you go your way quietly. As a matter of fact, if you're married to this kind of man, he's not the kind of man you come and be showing online, come and be posting every day, doing photo shoot, doing this one, so that painting that perfect couple pictures. Just quietly marry him. Don't come and be talking too much. Marry him quietly and enter your house. Mind your business. What is your business? His wife. And you have seen the pattern he uses. Anytime he divorces this one, he will say, we are not really married. And that is the same thing he will do to the next person. The next woman that will come now, it is either they still do introduction, or he will also, if the woman insists, that means the woman will also use her money to sponsor the marriage, just like Tonto. He will have a way to manipulate them, think that, oh, you should use your money to do this. Women, value yourself. It's all right. I'm not against somebody being a second wife, but then you must be a second wife for a good reason. If a man's wife died like he's a widower, it's not his fault. If you have really checked that, oh, it's not really his fault, you can marry him and become his second wife and the only wife at the moment. But not that a man is currently married with the husband, with the wife, and they are having issues, and then you want to think that you are the Messiah that will come and give him peace, the peace giver, peacemaker. You want to think that you are the peacemaker that will keep him. You cannot keep this kind of man. As a matter of fact, no man should be, you don't even have any business carrying any man on your head. Because every man know what they want and they know what they are doing. Can you imagine that for 10 years, more than 10 years, Churchill, deep down his mind, does not call you a wife? But you were busy showcasing yourself as the wife, doing a showing video where you are pounding yam, granting interview with Daddy Freeze, granting interview with this, saying that, doing that, Mrs. Churchill. The same Mrs. Churchill has come now. In less than 1 week of you filing for a divorce, he did not even say, oh, my wife, please take these things off social media. Let's talk about these things. Let's talk about it amicably. Let's talk about it privately. No, he came to fire back like a battle of, how do they say it? A battle of sticks. He came with full armored car, full weapon, full bomb. What else do you want to say? This Rosaline, if she knows what is good for her, she should not debunk anything. She should not come to prove anything. She should not come to say anything. Just keep quiet. You have said enough. All the ones you have said is enough. Don't say again. Just keep quiet. That's all. Don't say again. You have said enough. I like to see your thoughts in the comment section. What kind of man is Churchill?